I first came across the concept of metabolic typing through a book called Biochemical Individuality. And that really elegantly portrays how we are as different on the inside as we are on the outside. And then as I came across some of the traditional Chinese medicine and Ayurveda, they had their forms of metabolic typing 5,000 or more years ago. And it was really pivotal to the whole success of their system. And it's like, the way I describe it is we have different like archetypes, like different categories that we fall into. There's a couple of dominant ones, and certain foods will be superfoods to you or really healthy foods to you might not be that way to me based on constitution, genetics, epigenetics, a lot of different factors. How do you describe the world of metabolic typing?
Well, so the East Indian Ayurvedic doshas, they certainly have a lot to do with it. One is calmed down by starches, the other one is stimulated by starches. One is calmed down by fats, the other one is stimulated by fats. Interestingly enough, the fellow that put this together, Bill Walcott, standing on shoulders of giants, really, right? There are prior research that was showing that some people would be alkalized by carbohydrates and acidified by fats and proteins. And you see a lot of literature that talks about drink carrot juice and proteins will make you acidic. Don't do that kind of thing. And that holds true for the group that we call autonomic dominant. But the oxidizer dominant is completely reversed. Same way as you would be left-handed or right-handed dominant, you will be, if you're oxidizer dominant, the thing is reversed. And you're acidified by carbs and alkalized by fats and proteins. I should explain what that means. When you are balanced, you have a lot of choices. When you're in the sweet spot in the middle, somewhere around 7.35, 7.45 on the pH scale. So the normal, the center for us humans, isn't at 7 at the balance point. It's slightly off to the alkaline side.
When you say that, you're talking about the overall averages throughout the body, because there's obviously certain organs that are going to be more acidic, and if they're not acidic, it's going to be unhealthy, and vice versa.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. We can get into that too. So the blood is maintained at around 7.35. So as you drift into alkalinity, first thing you notice is you get up later, you procrastinate, you're jovial and friendly and nice to get along with and all that. But if you keep pushing toward alkalinity, you will become hopeless or despondent, or dark moods set in, and depression lives on the alkaline side. And the acidic person will wake up early, feels like in second or third gear, just good to go right now. Light on, doesn't dawdle at all. And then if you push in further into acidity, you start losing social graces, interrupting others, cutting in, elbows, get out of my way, cutting into traffic. And then anger kicks in. Road rage would be a fine example of fairly acidic drift. But that's externally expressed. If you turn it inward, you end up with anxiety. You will be processing your past, reliving all the things you should have done differently or shouldn't have done at all or whatever. Or you'll be catastrophizing your future, just imagining all the awful things that will happen. If, then, what? Anyway, that lives on the acidic side. So you can actually swing back and forth. It depends what you do with your food. So you can actually go bipolar just by eating incorrectly.